ikke om deg akkurat nå. Se, YouTube switch der. Twitch, mener jeg. Sånn der. Let's see. All right. With that little thing done, sorry for the noise and everything in the background there. Welcome everyone to another round of the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship. I am your commentator tonight, Mr. Kimaru, and round 4, halfway through the championship. 4 races to go after this race. Hello, Flapjack. 4 races to go after tonight's race at Suzuka in the Mighty Group 2 machines, or the Audi RS5 DTM, as you can see in the footage in the background. So as always, I start my stream a little bit earlier than the lobbies to do the intros and everything for tonight and the background info of the race. So with that said, Adec's mid-season visit to Suzuka means it'll be back-to-back outings for the Group 2 machines following the race at Bathurst 2 weeks ago. And what a race it was, for sure. The defending champion Flapjack, or Flappy, is still looking for his first win of the season, following his teammate Cartman winning 2 races and Blue Racers win at Spa. Flappy has been on the podium in all 3 races, but he'll likely welcome the fact that both his championship rivals are missing tonight due to real-life commitments. He will be looking to maximize his points haul and get his championship defense well and truly underway. So yeah, it's going to be very important for Flapjack to get a good run tonight. That is for sure. Toasty will probably return tonight after missing last week's race due to having a little nap and missing all 4 alarms. It does happen. He's in the Honda NSX, a car that normally goes well around this track. Another NSX driver who's making his Adec Tier 1 debut is, I'm not going to say his PSN name, but I did name him back in the 2-hour race at Blue Moon back in the day. So Gary, welcome to the powerhouse Gary, or Gary the German. Gary has had some Adec races in the lower tiers of GT Sport, but he didn't stick around long enough for to work his way up to Tier 1. So with his pace, he definitely belongs in Tier 1, but Um, yeah, he's definitely going to make life hard for our champion, defending champion Flappy tonight. That is for sure. We're expecting a 32 lap race tonight. Um, if the weather stays dry, and that is a big if because this race could see rain if PD's randomizer decides to bless us with some rain. And Gadget, I know you're watching this back. Um, on Tuesday, we had planned for a few rainy races on our races, but it never showed. PD's randomizer is completely blown out of proportions these days. It's just not working at all. I think we might not see any rain at all, but that is just approximation from myself. But if we do, it could be exciting for sure. So the Group 2 qualifying and lap records here are both held by speedy youngster Jack Balding with a 147.4 and a 147.9 respectively. But as with last week's race, those were set on GT Sport Physics with super soft tires, and before GT7 nerfed all of the GR2 cars last year. And quick laps tonight will be anything in around 51s and 52s, with race pace and high fuel translating into 53s and 54s. So the snake section and the spoon corner are very hard on the tires, particularly on the front right. Racing soft tires will last about 8 laps with full fuel and a bit longer when the car is lighter. Mediums are expected to last around 10 to 12 laps, and no fuel pit stop is about 21 seconds. So one A is a 2 or 3 stop strategy, likely to be utilized by most racing teams. But if we get rain, it could really mix up the order and produce some surprises. So with that said, the briefing and the intro for tonight's race is now done. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for Mr. Gadget to open his lobby now, and hang out. Ben will probably be happy to hear that. Hang out, eh? Yeah, so it's definitely going to be an interesting race tonight. It's definitely going to be some surprises. Suzuka always produces good races. Bathurst produced a very good race, and the track I really despise most is Brands Hatch. It is not a track I prefer, but like I said, with Suzuka and Bathurst, they do produce a lot of good races, and I mean a lot of good races. Um, uh, Hey Hunter, there are rumors going around that in the internet that Gran Turismo is going to have a huge update. Um, I don't really follow social media and rumors or speculations. I race this game maybe once a week and do commentary every other week with Adec. I yeah, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even confirm or deny possibilities of a huge update. But if they did, if PD did, could be a good thing. But yeah, I personally don't think those rumors are to be trusted right now. But then again, it could be true. It might not. I am not going to speculate in that at all. It could be true. I'm not going to deny it if it's true, but we'll wait and see when Polyphony gives a big update, if they do. Personally, the way I feel with the updates is that they should have balance changes as free updates. They should have car packs as DLCs for us to buy. So maybe they can, bring out better cars than the crap they've given out lately. Like the previous patch with 2 Civics and what was it? 2 Civics and let's take a look. They acquired. It was 2 Civics, wasn't it? Yeah, the Garage Civic, that Civic, and it was the Mazda Group 4. Yeah. If they just stopped doing that, if they stopped giving out third cars, except for the Group 4, of course, I wouldn't mind the updates as much if they brought out paid DLC, new cars, new tracks, all that. But the way they do things now, the way they give updates now is just, in my eyes, it's not even worth it anymore. I don't play Gran Turismo all that much, sadly. I would love to, but lately Cyberpunk has caught my eye, and I can't get enough of it. So after I'm done with the commentary tonight, I'm going straight back to Cyberpunk. Maybe I'll do a stream too of that straight after GT Sport, but GT7. I'll have to wait and see. All right, so Suzuka, here we go. I don't know about the rumors. Let's hope they're true. The thing that would give me the most joy let me rephrase. The thing that would give me the most joy is if Polyphony and Sony just kicks Kazunori the fuck out of his office and his job. Sorry for the F-bomb, but they really need to fire his ass and get some new fresh blood in there. And get a community that actually listens to the players and the feedback that we've given them, because this game has, over the almost 2 years now, this game has not been good. But away with that, as we see, okay, we had an unwanted guy joining in, I think. And oh yeah, the one thing that I've complained about ever since the launch of GT7 is the lag and the twitchiness. Let's hope there's not a lot of that tonight, but as we do know, that stuff does happen. That is true, Luco. Hello. On a positive note, Kim, Gary, and Flappy tonight. Oh yeah. Gary and Flappy, they're gonna battle it out. There's no pointing denying that. Gary is back. As we know, Gary is actually named hold on. Let's see here. Car names, nicknames, online IDs. There you have the real name of Gary. I can't say that name. I've tried many a times. I always fail. Damn Germans, they have such difficult names. So I nicknamed Gary for Gary in the 2-hour race at Blue Moon in GT Sport. And he actually owned up to the name, and he's carrying it on. So good on Gary, and welcome back to Adec, Gary. I didn't even remember he was in Adec in GT Sport, but it must have been when I had my off seasons. So Ivano with the asymmetric Audi RS5. We have no Cartman on track tonight, as he has some other real life things to deal with, or plans, dates. So Cartman is not with us tonight. The defending champion Flappy in the mighty GTR Skyline. It's not technically a Skyline anymore, but who cares? I am calling this a Skyline because it is. We have Paul Pachasvili. I hope I didn't butcher your name again, Paul, or Lens, but that's how it is. We have Jules the Burger Man with us tonight. Let's hope there's no burger vans parked on the track. That will distract Jules in tonight's race. Good luck, Jules. Arten Senna himself, or Senna, our good friend, veteran and legend of the Adec Championship. Did a very good race last race 2 weeks ago. Held off enormously well in the Mercedes. Muller also in the RS5 DTM. So let's hope Muller can have a very very competitive and consistent race tonight. We all know that Muller is very strong, and he'll be there when you least expect him. Gadget, of course, the creator of the championship, of the Drivers' Room Endurance Championship, or Drivers' Room and Acelith Design Endurance Championship these days. His teammate Ivan in the Team Motion Blur. So let's hope these two can stick with each other tonight and maybe grab some good points. Then we have my Scandinavian brother, Mr. G Rabbit, the Finn, the Flying Finn. There we have Svili again. Mickey on track. We do have a few others that has real life commitments today, so they will not be on track. The voice of the Drivers' Room, of course, the original voice of the Drivers' Room, AGT Racer or AGT Grimlock. Check him out on YouTube, AGT Racer. A very good commentator and voice. I wish Grim would get back to commentating. Then we have KG Racing, and that, I think, will complete the grid for tonight's race. It's about 5 minutes until the qualifier will begin. Then it will be a 15-minute qualifier and a 60-minute race. Luco, if you're still in chat, what was the reason you stepped down from Adec this season? Was it scheduling conflict with work and all that? So Flappy then is gonna really try and prove himself tonight, and he hasn't won a race this season, but he is sure as hell hungry to get a win, and I'm sure of that. Hello, Gary. Good luck tonight, my friend. Oh, you're taking a break from GT7. Okay, yeah, I understand that. I'm just doing one race a week in the Tuesdays, and the Subaru Time Attack, we drove that on Tsukuba on Tuesday. Oh my god, that car was just... I don't know what Polyphony did with it, but they really chopped the balls of it or something. I don't know. Hey Grim, how you doing, my friend? Good luck tonight. Give it your all, and show these whippersnappers that Grim is not one to mess with. Make sure you don't twat it into the wall, my friend. I missed that word. Looks like he twatted it into the wall. Only Grim can say it best. You can only just do your best, Grim, and don't give up. Never give up. I know it's difficult for you, Grim, in Tier 1, but you got hard. You have got hard. So everyone is just practicing, and I forgot to mention, we have Cusker with us. He also made it, so we have 14 drivers tonight. So welcome to Cusker. Cusker has gotten a livery from Ivano. I felt that was a better option when Cusker asked me to potentially make a livery for him. I said, I am not a very good livery maker, but you should call up Ivano and ask him for some godlike liveries. And yeah, this is definitely a beautiful livery for Cusker. Ivano did a very good job. So, oh, Cusker needs to get some practice in. About 2 minutes now until Quali will begin. I'm gonna make sure there's no uninvited racers tonight. No reserves either, so this should be the full lobby. Yeah, 14 racers tonight. Doesn't matter if people get into the lobby after the qualifying has started, because no one else will be able to join the track. But yeah, good luck to everyone tonight. I am sure it will be a very difficult race, but it could be some rain tonight. That will definitely change the positions up a little bit. I'm not gonna do a chant to the Valhallan gods tonight. I might not get my way. I haven't really given them any offerings lately, so that might be why my entry to Valhalla might be delayed currently, and my chance not working. Yeah, that would be great, Grim, to get some rain. But like I said, on Tuesday when I did Drive Sim 2 for Tuesdays, DRTT, there were scheduled, I think it was scheduled rain for both tracks, but all we got was yeah, overcast, and the start of race 2 at Spa, it was just some damp track, and then it dried out after 3 laps. So let's hope for some rain. That will definitely change things up tonight. Qualifier is about to start. We got the check mark from Mr. Gadget himself. And Flappy with the 149.7. Not a bad practice qualifying lap. And Toasty might not make it tonight because he is feeling a little down at the weather. Which means we should have had 15 racers on track, but we're stuck with 14 now. If he manages to get in Rammer Flapping, if Toasty manages to get in before the qualifying is done, he might be able to get on track with Gadget setting the grid manually. Yeah, Jack Balding did a 147 qualifier and a 147.4 qualifier on GT Sport and a 147.9 in the race. So yeah, it's about 3 laps off. Uh, 3 seconds off, I mean. 3 laps off. That would be very slow. 3 laps off all the time. Yeah, 3 seconds off, about thereabouts. All right, here we go. Qualifying round of round 4 has begun. Let's see if we can find Gadget. He's always the first out on track because the host always gets the privilege of starting first in qualifying. So good luck tonight, guys. Give it your all. And most of all, try and have one thing out there: fun. We're gonna take a look. Very great clouds outside, so maybe we'll even get some rain in the qualifier. That could spice things up a little bit. I don't have access to the radar, I think. Let's see here. I don't like this radar thing. No. From this, it doesn't look like there will be any rain in the qualifier. I don't know how this thing works. I really don't. First weather slot is always CO6. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I'll try and look at it later. Alright, Gadget has let Flappy through, so Flappy will be the first on his flying lap. So let's see where Flappy ends up. Oh, and Flappy has to abort. He's gone way wide out of turn 1. That's gonna ruin his lap. Let's hope he doesn't ruin it for Gadget. Let's hope he gets out of the way. Would not be good if Flappy holds Gadget up. And we have an uninvited guest, but he won't be able to join the track anyway. Alright, it's going to be exciting to see what Gadget can do in the first lap. He has been away for work, so he hasn't been able to set in the proper practice that he usually does after some interviews with him earlier. So let's hope he will manage anyway. We've done Suzuka with the Group 2 machines a few times before, but I think Gadget will have this covered without much problem. So a 152.5 from Gadget, and Flappy managed to set a 52 54.7, so not a bad lap time at all, considering he messed up. And Gary, taking no prisoners in the NSX, a 150.2. Not bad at all from the German Turbo Man. Gary is back, and he is here to mess things up for Flappy. And he's got a best sector time already. Kusker in second place with a 51.0. And we have a 51.0 for Pochesvili as well. Gadget there. Hey, Ricey. Muller with a 52.6. Not bad in the Audi for the time being. A 52.8 for Ivan. A 54.3 for Ivano. We have Grim with a 55.1, so not too far off. 55.7 for Mickey. We have the Burgerman Jules, a 2 minutes, so he had a very bad lap there, also in the Mercedes. We have G-Rabbit with a 150, but he has a penalty to shake off. KG Racing still hasn't been able to set a good time, and Senna remains to set a good time. Best sector again for Gary, over a half a second better than his previous lap. This will break into the 149s, a 150.0 for Flappy. As we see Gary going over the line to a 149.632. Putting Gary in P1 for the time being. A very, very good lap from Gary right there. Flappy then, 50.0. Not bad at all. But Flappy has got some competition, that's for sure. Kusker then, a 50.9, so he is improving. We have Mickey with a 51.9, so he's also improving. We have Muller with a 51.9 there as well, so he managed to get almost a second. Gadget, 52.4. Ivan, a 52.8. We have Jules with a 59.5, so he needs to get some speed up in that Mercedes. Could be difficult in the twisties, considering the Mercedes is more or less a power car, and it prefers straights rather than turns. KG Racing still hasn't been able to set a proper lap time. Senna still struggling out of turn 1. G-Rabbit, still looking for a proper lap time. He's on a new outlap right now, and put some fresh, soft tires on. So let's see how he fares. Do love that Lexus though. I miss that baby. The one car I drove the most in GT Sport. Hello, Cartman. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. And it wouldn't be amiss if I said, if I didn't say, Cartman, hope you crash into a wall, and you know the rest. That's probably from Nessie. Nessie says it best. But jokes aside, how are you, Cartman? As we see a 55.3 there from Jules. G-Rabbit is on his flyer right now. Grim is up into 10th place. A 54.4. Wow. Grim is showing some spunk today. As we see a 54.3 there from Ivano. So Ivano might be Grim's closest competitor. Same with Jules. A bit drunk at the moment, okay. Well, that's always nice, I guess. Better to be drunk and not driving. Better to be driving than drunk. As we see, Gary still hasn't been able to match his best lap time. He's out on an out lap right now. Let's see if we can find G-Rabbit again. He's behind some traffic. Let's hope Jules doesn't hold him off all that much. But then again, Jules is also on a flying lap. G-Rabbit could definitely use the Mercedes' top speed advantage on this back straight into 180R, or is it 130R? I think it's 130R. And Jules backs off. As we see Punches Wheelie there, 150. So, yeah, a third place so far for our Ukrainian counterpart here. And G-Rabbit backs off into the pits. Let's take a look at our Ukrainian friend here. 150.782. And just over a second behind Gary, but Gary's just, he's inhuman. He's inhumanly fast. As we see, Gary has some, he scratched off some paint on that mighty NSX. That's not gonna fall too good into the livery creator, Ivano. Senna with a 151.2, so he's definitely got some speed out of that Mercedes, despite the weakness of the handling sections with the Merc. The Merc is insanely strong down the straight, but it lacks a little bit in the handling sections. Rabbit will have one timed lap left, all or nothing. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Ivan with a 151.7 as we skipped KG. Let's see what he has, a 151.5 as we saw Senna, I believe, out in the marbles. Gary with a 149.2. Holy hell. You can calm down now, Gary. a 10th place there from Mickey so far, 59.9. Still trying to get a good lap time in. Let's see what he gets when he crosses the line of 51.5 for Ivan. And a 52.7 for Mickey there. Muller. Improvement. Gary probably has a monster setup. Jules 55.3. Still keeping the car going. 51.0 for KG Racing. As we see G-Rabbit on his flying lap. I think G-Rabbit will have another lap going. He will have another. Oh, and he messes up turn one. Yeah, he will have 2 laps to do it on. As we see Gary with damage on the front end. Oh no! Did someone explain to Gary that yeah, damage does not drop off in this one? Gary, if you have the stream in the background while racing, you need to go into the pits and fix that damage because it doesn't disappear in Adec. Heavy damage is a B word. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'll say it a million more times. I really don't like heavy damage with the single tier Adec, but it is what it is. As we see Flappy with a 149.4. So Flappy's getting closer. Yeah, Flappy's got a hen to pick with Gary, that's for sure. A 150.4 for Cusker. So Cusker's getting up there too. 3 of the fast boys for sure in this one. Gary, Flappy, and Cusker, definitely 3 of the fastest. We have Pochesvili there as well with a very good time. Gary's running a stock setup. Wow, you're managing to bank those laps? Wow. Yeah, the other guys are running setups, so the fact that you're able to beat them with a stock setup, I'll applaud you on that one. Wow. Gary, the inhuman, immortal, German, fast turbo man, that's for sure. The one to beat. Alright, so qualifier is now officially over, and Flappy did not improve. Cusker has a few turns to go. After qualifier is over, they all the drivers all have 3 minutes to go to the toilet, get a drink, everything like that, and the race will be on. Round 4 will start. Is Cusker able to improve? No. Pochesvili there. You're afraid that we will crash at some point. Well, I will say this, Cusker, consistent is probably the better out of everything. But give it your all. Keep your tongue in the middle of your mouth, as we say in Norway. Tunga rett I mun. And just go for it. I know you can do it, Gary. You'll definitely give Flappy a run for his money, that's for sure. Please, no rain. Well, anything can happen today. I'm not gonna say a prayer to the Valhallan gods, Norse gods, because it hasn't worked so far. So, but yeah, there you have it. Gary first, 149.2. We have Flappy, the 149.4, and we have Cusker with a 150.3. So yeah, it's gonna be a very, very good race indeed. Snow or blizzard? If it was in the game, yeah, sure. But I will now take my mandatory pit stop, just so I don't have to take a leak during the race. And we'll be back in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Lancy. Kuska needs to find the tune. No wet tires. Oh, you can buy. Hey, Paul, you can buy wet tires. Oh, maybe you can't from this menu. Okay. I think people can buy tires in this menu, can't they? But if rains are coming, it's gonna be very difficult. Oh shit. Ugh. All right. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Hold on. Whew, thank for the mute button. Yeah, the NSX is probably very strong around Suzuka, but then again, Suzuka, it could start raining, so yeah. Good race to all, and try not to die from Cartman. Indeed. 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 How many people are we actually in the lobby? 15. Alright. So, that is the lineup. I'm just gonna do this and save the photos if needed, in case Gadget is not able to get the pictures or remember it, but I think he will. So, here we go, round 4. It is about to begin, ladies and gentlemen, and round 4 will be underway shortly. Here we go. Hate having to do this every single time. But here we go. Waiting for 5 red lights to go red and then back to off. And here we go. Round 4 is officially on the way. Looks like a good, strong start from Gary in the NSX, managing to slide over to the inside point. Keeping his car in first place. As we see, Flappy has to contend with the 2 other guys behind him. We have Cusker, we have KG Racing, we have Senna. G-Rabbit is up to 6th position already. Holy hell, as we see someone off. Who was that? I think that was... Oh, that is Ivan. We'll take a look at what happened to Ivan after lap 1, and we get some free time to view it. So Gary then, 1.3 seconds already down to Flappy. Flappy with half a second gap to Cusker. KG Racing almost losing it in the hairpin. As we see Senna passing him. As we try to find the right camera, of course. Oh! KG Racing almost looked like he was going to torpedo Senna there for a moment. G-Rabbit still in 6th. We have Pochesvili there in 7th. We have Muller in 8th. We have Ivano in 9th. We have Gadget there in 10th in front of Mickey. And Jules in the 12th. A little bit of sound glitching going on, but yeah, Gary set a 1:47 out of his first lap. Wow, 1:47 flat, but it's still no fastest lap just yet. 54.5 there for Flappy. We have Cusker over a second behind now. We have Senna just dogging Cusker. We have G-Rabbit taking a fight up to KG Racing for 5th. Managing to go on the inside in the snake section and getting up to 5th. Good job, G-Rabbit. We have Muller now. Wanting to pick a fight with KG Racing as well. Ivano in 8th. We have Gadget in 9th. Bad start for Gadget there. As we see Mickey in 10th. We have Jules in 11th. We have Grim in 12th. Ivan up into 13th. And we have Pochesvili there in 14th. I have no idea what happened to him. But let's take a look back at Ivan. Oh, cold tires on the curb. And the car just spins around. Ivan just a passenger on his own car there. As we see Gary now sets off to start lap number 3. Gary starting off good in his debut Tier 1 race. That NSX seems to be working for Gary, that's for sure. As he just sends it into turn 1, and he knows exactly where he has his car, that's for sure. He's won with the NSX right now, and Flappy is just scratching himself, wondering how in the hell am I supposed to catch up with that fast turbo man? Something spawned out of Flash. Flash would be proud. Cusker then, just trying to keep up with Flappy. Cusker also, from what I understand, in a very stock tuned car as well. So he doesn't have the advantage that Flappy has, but Flappy will probably be able to save a lot more tires than Cusker. Considering the tune, or maybe it's quite the opposite. No, Luco, I didn't realize the CLK was this competitive at Suzuka either. But Senna's been driving it for 3 seasons now, and I think he's bonded with this Mercedes quite well. He did have a good race at Bathurst, despite the car being what it is, MR car and everything, but yeah, he seems to have bonded with the car for sure. And Senna is very, very quick in the CLK. 4th in the Merc, so Merc is pretty decent on tires as well, so I wouldn't count Senna out, but we do have G-Rabbit, our Scandinavian brother, on track. He is catching up to Senna. But the high-speed sections and yeah, the straightaways, that's where Senna will be fastest. The twisties is where G-Rabbit will close in. As we see, KG Racing now is just trying his everything just to keep Muller behind. As we said before, Muller is quite dangerous. He is one of the most consistent on track, and suddenly, before you know it, boom, up in the podium section. Muller is one of the most consistent and best racers on track, that is for sure. And he does have that DRS system to help him, so that could be helpful down the straight with the slipstream included. As we see Ivano now trying to fend off Mickey. I do love the RS5 though. The RS5 does look freaking sexy. It's just a newer GT500 style body or DTM, and as we can see, the wing has been activated. Just slipped down a little bit and gives him a little bit more downforce down the straight. Go Mickey, go, 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 go. If anyone can do it, you can do it. Keep Mickey behind. At least Ivano is going to give it a good shot. The two Italian brothers there, or Italian brothers as in same countrymen. As we see, Gary has spun it, Gary has spun it. We need to check this out. Oh, Gary, no! As we see it, I think he spun in the 130R or got on the grass, and then the car just spun around. Oh my goodness. Okay, lap 4. We gotta remember that for the replay and check that out. As we see Gary now. Oh, holy hell. As we try and find KG Racing, we gotta look back on that incident as well. What happened to KG there? Did he get a little just understeered a little bit and spun it in turn 1. Whew. A lot of action now, and we do have the sun peeking through, but that could change in a moment. As we see Flappy now the leader of the race. This is a position Flappy has wanted to be in ever since the start of Season 3. Let's hope it holds. And Gary, we know how fast Gary is. He will be able to make up spots, but it's definitely not going to be easy with a damaged front splitter. He's just lucky he didn't get a damaged engine. As I said before, Cusker is struggling a little bit more with tires than Flappy. Flappy is more or less the new tire master and champion of that as well in the series. Next to Gadget. Gadget is also the tire maestro. And it seems like Flappy has adopted that style of driving to just take care of the tires for as long as possible. Senna then up into P3, so yeah, like I said, Senna is not someone you should discontinue believing in, because Senna is fast. He's like Muller, very consistent, and he's just been stronger and stronger on the wheel ever since he transferred from pad. Muller now in 4th place, so top 4 for Muller could be possible, even a podium. Like I said, Muller is very consistent, and do not count Muller out. As we see Ivano and Mickey, the two Italian drivers, battling it out. The battle for 5th. But it seems like Ivano is using a little bit more of his tires than Mickey. Oh. That reflex west of his is not looking too good right now. Ivano trying everything now just to stay in front of Mickey. Mickey seems to be able to save his tires a little bit better currently. Gadget just in front of KG Racing. KG Racing has no damage, but he lost a few positions thanks to his spin. We have Jules in 9th, and wow, Jules is using a lot of tires right now. Grim in 10th, very good job from Grim. We have Ivan there in 11th, and he's just catching up lost time on racing mediums. He'll be able to stay out for longer. Pachsvili there in 12th after his unfortunate spin that we sadly missed. G-Rabbit has been into the pits. He must have had a spin somewhere as well that we missed. And we have Gary all the way down in 14th, and he did take care of that damage and got some new boots on. He has to change his pit strategy and just play catch up. That is what Gary has to do right now. Started off well for Gary, but maybe he got a little too, what's the word? Pushed a little too much and managed to lose the car. But keep going, Gary. We know how fast you are. You should be able to catch up a little bit. Flappy then has begun to maybe feel the wear of the tires, and Cusker as well is probably feeling the tire wear at this point. We do see Senna there. Tires looking a little bit better than Jules, to be honest with you. As I take myself a little Naruto iced tea. And not Naruto. That is a good iced tea. As we see, Cusker is the first among the top 3 to pit. His tires have had enough. He has had enough of the tires. And Senna takes over second place for the time being. Flappy then probably will not pit for another 2, maybe 3 laps if he's very confident in himself. Senna probably a lap or 2 more. Muller, the way he's driving, 3 laps at most probably on those tires. I could be wrong. Cusker now out on a fresh set of soft. We do still have Ivano and Mickey. The Italian stallions are at each other's backs here. Ivano is not willing to let this place go. Go, Ivano. Go, go, go. I don't know what it is about Ivano's car, but I love his livery. Having an asymmetric livery like that, oh, just the best. When I ran an asymmetric Mjolnir livery, oh yeah, that was awesome. But this one looks a billion times better than what I made. As we see there, the tires are starting to buckle. As we see a little bit of contact between the two, but not enough for any damage to register. As we see, Mickey has a better exit out of that long left-hander, but that that RS5 does have some spunk down the straight. It really gets helped with that big, massive wing. As we see Senna surprisingly into the pits early there, and we have Muller as well. So I was completely wrong about my predictions for Muller. He has now gone in, as has Ivano, and Mickey looks to go for another lap. But there is a surprising thing in picture right now. It is starting to get grayer in the skies, and maybe we'll get some weather. As it almost looked like KG Racing was about to ram Gadget off the mother fluffing planet. Go Gadget. Go Gadget. Gadget, of course, as I said many times before, is in VR. He has been in VR since the beginning of Season 2? Mid-Season 1? And VR is working for him. I wish I could use VR, but it seems like my body gives me a claustrophobic experience and nausea and headaches. Oh, that takes a day or almost a week to shake off. It's weird, I tell you. It's very weird. My body just can't tell it. But VR is awesome, even though if I pain myself through it. As we see G-Rabbit now in 8th. KG Racing still trying to get past Gadget, but Gadget is not the easiest man on track to get past. As we see Flappy now in, and earlier than I expect. Oh yeah, his tires are gone. And I think he might have enough time to get out before Cusker. Let's take a look. So Cusker is passing the start-finish line there. We have Flappy coming out now. And I think that is... Yeah, I think Flappy will be safe from that as we see Senna in 3rd. That rocket ship of a Mercedes just does not want to quit for Senna. And he's keeping it consistent, he's keeping it on track, he's not willing to take any major risks. If he can hold on to this, it will be a good point spread for Senna, and he'll definitely need those good points. Gadget then, the tire maestro himself on racing mediums, has proven to set him back in the field a little bit, but he can stay out for longer, have a different strategy than the rest. But Gadget has yet to have a proper victory in Adec for a while. And I don't think it's because of the VR headset, it's more or less because the other guys are just so fast in this series. There's so many fast drivers in Adec, it's ridiculous. Some of the best drivers in Drivers Room are in this league, so... As we see Muller catching up to Gadget, the two veterans, of course. Muller has been here the same time as Gadget, for as long as Gadget, I believe. Luco says he thinks Gadget's last win was in the Group 2 around Yamagiva. Yeah, that seems to ring a bell. It's been so many races ago since we saw a proper win from Gadget. But Muller now trying to get an overtake of Gadget. Gadget is not defending. He's keeping his line. But that GTR is just so damn quick. As we see G-Rabbit a little unlucky on turn 1. Turn 1 is so difficult in the dirty air. And don't get me started on Mr. Egghead. I'm not doing dirty air and all that. I'm not doing those memes. As we see what in the world happened to Gadget. If I can find Gadget, there we go. Alright, let's take a look at Gadget. What in the world happened to him? Oh! The car just, yeah, lost grip on the rear end. Interesting. That loses Gadget a few spots. Might be time for Gadget to throw in the towel and get into the pits. As we see, Gary is on his way. He has passed G-Rabbit. He is fighting with Muller. But like Gadget, Muller is not an easy man to get past if Muller decides to defend his position. Muller will definitely defend his position. The veteran of the driver's room, he knows how to deal with fast drivers, but maybe... Oh, Muller holds his position. Gary will have to find another way, as we see another RS5 there in the background in Ivano. Ivano there, trying to get past G-Rabbit. So we have two battles there, the battle for 4th and the battle for 6th. G-Rabbit's on worn mediums at this point. Oh, Gary. Oh, and he just stops on the hairpin. Well, better to not spin out, I guess. And we see Muller. Did he hit Muller? I'm not sure. Take a look back. Oh, he did hit Muller. Well, Gary didn't get damaged, but what about Muller? None of them got damaged, so it's game on. They lost ground up to G-Rabbit now and Ivano, but yeah, their cars are still intact, which is very, very good. As we see G-Rabbit into the pits already. Probably had enough of the medium tires and wants to go full blast on soft. So Ivano now up in the 4th place. Go Ivano. Go. As we see Gary now. Gary very wide through turn 1. Very difficult turn for Gary there, it seems. And Gary's tires have had enough. He has caught up a lot since his mistaken lap 4, but yeah, his tires are going off now. We have Gadget too. His tires have had enough, and he's trying to hold Mickey behind. And Mickey's just, let me through. But like I said before, Muller and Gadget, not too easy men to get past. They know how to place their cars, and they're making their vehicles as wide as possible. As we see Pachas Willy there. Or Paul. As we see Cusker into the pits again. Gadget's not willing to let this one go. We heard a little bit of tire screeching there. At least we have no yellow flags currently, so but Mickey getting past Gadget. As we see Gary into the pits, his tires have had enough. What about Gadget? Gadget also going in. So Mickey up into 6th, we have Muller up into 5th, we have Ivano in 4th, we have Cusker now in the 3rd, we have Senna up into 2nd place, and that Merc is working well for Senna. Engine in the back, of course. It should have used a lot more tires in the back, but seems like the front is the one wearing out. Maybe he has his brake balance set to the front. As we see Flappy, pretty much untouchable after Gary's mistake. Grim then in 14th. Grim just doing what he can and survive, and holding out against the big boys. We have KG Racing in 13th. We have Ivan there in 12th. Oh. We have Gadget down in 11th now after his pit stop. We have Jules in 10th. Probably not due for a pit stop in quite a while. Gary then in 9th. Oh, cold tires for Gary as he almost spins it out of the hairpin. G-Rabbit then on fresh racing soft tires, and he's going to try and take the battle up to Paul. Paul then not needing a pit stop in a good while. We have Mickey on medium, so he's probably out there for a long run as we see him almost running off the track and chasing Muller. Muller then, 5th position so far. Both Audi RS5s in the top 5. Not bad at all. Maybe we'll see some more people use them next season. Definitely one of the sexiest Group 2s on track, that's for sure. As we see, Ivano is due for a pit stop, and not very long. He might go box in this lap, but he might extend it with one more. 1:52.5 is Ivano's best lap time. Not at all slow, but then again, Flappy and Cusker and Gary, they're just in their own league. Like Cartman and Blue. As we see another lap for Ivano. Cusker then in the 3rd, and Senna probably staying out for a lap or 2 more. We do see some gray clouds again. But will there be rain? That is the biggest question. 30 minutes remaining of this race, 30 minutes driven, and will we have any rain for the last remaining 30 minutes? As we see Muller then, just trying to defend against Mickey. A little choppy there from Mickey, but connection to the servers are bad. Not as bad as it used to be, of course, as we see Mickey easily taking 5th there. Muller scratching his head. What in the hell happened? Oh, as we see, oh wow, Muller almost spinning it, and Marcus, the engineer, is probably screaming in the background. What the hell are you doing? So we see Senna now into the pits a little earlier than I assumed. Cusker taking back second place. Ivano then. Will Ivano go in this lap? That he does. As we go to G-Rabbit, now right behind Muller there, up his gearbox. As we see Muller dive into the pits. A little early for Muller. Maybe had enough of those tires. As we see G-Rabbit now up into 6th position. Taking the chase down to Paul. Ivan then up into 10th, 9th. Staying out for the long run, so I think Ivan and potentially Gadget are doing a 2-stop in this one. If I can try and find Gadget there. No, Gadget's on racing soft. Ivan is on medium, so I think Gadget is probably going for 2 stops now. So 1 more stop after this, and that'll probably be Gadget, and his pit stop's done. We have Muller down in 10th now as he tries to survive in the thickness. Jules in 12th. Let's see, Gary. He's drifting. Oh, we got to take a look back at that. What in the hell is Gary doing? Is he warming his tires? Oh, Gary. Is one way to warm your tires, but god damn. Sitting on out, 3rd. 12 seconds behind Cusker and closing. Oh, SBC Senna almost with a booby there, and manages to keep the car alive and not into barrier. Cusker starting to wear his tires a little thin. We'll just have to try and keep it consistent as we see G-Rabbit now in 5th. He has overtaken Ivan. Oh yeah, Ivan has been into the pits. G-Rabbit is taking the chase to Mickey for 4th. Oh yeah, Degna's taking no prisoners tonight, that's for sure. Yes, we do see some sun on the track again. I don't think we're going to see any rain tonight. But you never know. You never know. On mediums. G-Rabbit is on soft there. As we see Paul into the pits. Ivano. Gadget in 7th. Gadget has noticed his blinkers on. A little difficult to see those things in VR because the HUD options aren't there. We have Muller there in ninth. Almost said 19th. I don't know why. Jules, the veteran, the Burger Man, trying to get past the rookie. And that Merc is just bloody fast. As we see the GTR is no slouch on the turns. As we see, Gary is just way up in the exhaust pipes of Paul there. Tires are going fast on that NSX. Gotta use it for what it's worth now, Gary. Don't make a mistake as we see Flappy into the pits. Three-way battle now for 10th place. As we see Jules being a victim of the Degnas, losing 2 positions there. Oh, I think Jules might have seen a Burger Man, unfortunately. Sorry, Jules. Gary is just right on the heels of this Skyline. Skyline seems to have a little bit more speed down the straight than the NSX. Minutes remaining of round 4. It's been a very unlucky debut for Gary. Started off well in the quali, then a mistake had to happen. Mistakes can happen. They are unavoidable. Paul is managing to hold off the speed demon quite well. The Skyline seems to be doing the job. And and yeah, he's on those tires in case Gary's listening. Can't give Gary an edge here. But yeah, Ukrainian is holding off the German quite well. Oh, let's hope there's no damage from that. There's not. Gary just not able to keep up the same speed as the Skyline. It's weird. Oh, Gary does have a better corner though. Oh, and just slightly manages to inch himself in front of Pochasvili there and gets 10th place. Good driving from Gary. Probably stressed Pochasvili there to his limits, that's for sure. Muller 9th. We have Ivan there in 8th. We have G Rabbit in 7th on medium, so he's going to stay on those for the remainder of the race. Gadget in 6th. Gadget is due for a pit stop, as we said. Is probably going to be a 2-stopper for him in this last stretch of the race, and probably a new set of racing soft for Gadget. And that will last 15 minutes, I think. Maybe even 16 is what he might have to make those tires last. Will he be go? No, Gadget stays off for one more, so he's gonna do one more lap, and he's gonna be on another set of racing soft for the last 15 minutes of the race. As we see Mickey into the pits there, putting on a set of racing soft tires, so he's ready to push it all the way towards the end. Ivano then is due for a pit stop potentially, and he might be able to hold on to that 4th place. So just keep that going, that pace going, Ivano. Don't let anything stop you. Kusker then is done with his pit stops, I would imagine, and he is in 3rd place. He will probably retake 2nd place as soon as Senna dives into the pits. Senna will have to get a little bit of fuel, I think. And we have Flappy. I think Flappy is pretty much good all the way towards the end. And as we switch over to Flappy, he sets a new fastest lap of the race with a 1:49.897. So Flappy is on a roll tonight. Grimlock then in 14th. Potentially he could stay out on those tires until the end, I would think. But maybe he'll go in for the last 10 minutes and put on a set of soft and just hit the gas until the very end. KG Racing then had a very good start of the race, gone a little bit downhill for him in the last few laps, but still keeping the car on the track. Like I said, a lot of fast racers in this league. Jules then in 12th, and I think Jules is due for a pit stop. He might have the brake balance all the way to the front in this thing, which could be burning away at his tires. We'll have to ask him at some point. Persevili there in 11th, still trying to chase down the German speed demon Gary. Gary then, very unlucky start to his debut in Adec as he goes into the pit as well, and we had Gadget also into the pits there with Ivan also in. So I think Ivan has changed, yeah, he's changed to racing soft. Or was that, no, that was Gadget. So like I said, 15 minutes on soft, and that's going to be his tire for the remainder of the race. And what does Ivan go out on? He goes on soft as well, so he's going to push the throttle towards the end. Take no prisoners for Ivan there. Gary then, new set of Racing Soft. That should be his last this race. KG Racing then in 11th. And oh, as we see Gary, the commentator's girls. Luckily there's no damage as we see Flappy there passing Gary. Oh. Gary just is not having a good night tonight. Oh yeah. Little bit too much on the throttle there, and car just letting go the rear. Now Gary has a lot to catch up again, so not been easy for Gary this race, that's for sure. As we see Senna in second and probably due for a pit stop very shortly. And Cusker is closing in on him as we see Ivano now into the pits. Mickey coming down the start finish straight and taking fourth. Matilda G Rabbit there following Mickey. So Ivano now has to just punch the throttle and do everything in his power to get past the two in front. He has a lot of work to do now. 13 minutes remaining, and he has 12 seconds up to G Rabbit. Punchability then in 7th place, and I think he is pretty much done with his pit stops for tonight, and he's gonna finish in 7th, or potentially he could take Ivano. Remains to be seen. Gadget then in 8th place. Could he be able to do anything about the Ukrainian man? Muller, can he catch up? As we see Senna now into the pits, and we have Cusker coming through the last chicane. I think Cusker is now taking over second place again. Cusker definitely on fire tonight. Stayed out of trouble, but not able to keep up with the defending champion, Flappy. Senna then out on a fresh soft set of soft tires, and that should last him on towards the remainder of the race. Unless something bad happens, I think Senna should be happy with a podium tonight. It's been a long time since we've seen Senna on the podium, but I think this is something for him to cheer about. He's been very consistent tonight in the Merc. A car I didn't really expect to see this high on the list, but Senna has done a remarkable job tonight. Mickey then in 4th, almost 2 seconds in front of G Rabbit. He has done a remarkable job as well tonight, so I think he can be happy with a potential 4th, or if G Rabbit manages to close in and steal that away from him. G Rabbit has done a very good job as well. He has had a spin, he has had a few offs, but still top 5. Very good performance from G Rabbit after he's been out for a few years of Adec. So dipping his foot back in, and getting acquainted to the races, the guys, the racers, and the series as a whole, and we can expect great things for G Rabbit again. I remember racing him in Tier 2 back in the day, before he moved over to Tier 1 for a little bit, before he had to depart. G Rabbit was definitely a lot faster than me, but I did have him in a few of the races, so it was very fun fighting with a fellow Scandinavian brother, that's for sure. But unfortunately, for the Scandinavian countries, I understand Swedish, I can barely understand Danish, but the Danes they don't really understand each other either. But the Finns, their language is unique. I have no idea what they're saying. And thanks for reminding me, Luco. Fastest lap for Gary, 1:49.854. So Gary is definitely trying to get that fastest lap point. If we can try and find Mr. Gary in 11th. And he sets another fastest lap with a 1:49.643. Gary is taking no prisoners tonight. He is pushing everything he's got out of that NSX, and he's making that car pay for pissing him off tonight. Or maybe he's just needs to punch himself and ruining it for himself, but go Gary! And he sets a new best sector time in Sector 1. Let's see if he can keep that up for Sector 2. Half a second up on his previous lap time. Come on. Gary's taking no prisoners tonight. He is up for the bonus point, the fastest lap point. That is what Gary is doing right now. How will it be in Sector 3? I think this is Sector 3. Is he still up? He is still up over half a second on his previous time. Don't botch it up now, Gary. Go, go, go. Damn it. Damn, this guy is fast. A 1:49.146. Gary, the speed demon, has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be another fast sector, or is this has the prime of his tires now left? I think the prime on the tires have left now. As we see Flappy there, yeah, he's down. And Flappy, yeah, Flappy might have to go for another pit stop, to be honest with you. Might have to just go for a quick tire change. Doesn't need fuel. Yeah, I think Flappy might have to take on another set of tires. Gary's catching up to him. Gary's gonna unlap himself at this point. Cusker, he should be fine until the end. Senna, yeah, Senna is not going to need another pit, so this could be scary for Cusker. Cusker might have to go in. Flappy will have to go in. Mickey will be safe until the end, I think. We have G-Rabbit there on medium. He should be safe. We have Ivano just pushing it like a bat out of hell. I think it's just too far up to G-Rabbit and Mickey. We have Pachasvili just in front of Gadget. Gadget is closing in. The soft tires are kicking in, and like I said, yeah, Flappy is going in, so he's probably going to get a fresh set of soft. And Cusker, I don't think Cusker will be able to catch a Flappy or overtake him, but yeah, I think Cusker might have to go in and pit. I think he might have to. But he's staying out. He's staying out. As we see Flappy passing through turn 1 and turn 2. And he will not need any more pit stops at this point. But he could try and go for the fastest lap now if that is at all possible. That is what he can do. We'll try and pay attention to the battle for 7th because Gadget is closing in. Gadget has better tires at this point, even though both cars are starting to lose a little bit of grip now. 4 minutes remaining. Gadget has 4 minutes to try and make a move on pole. Will it work? Will it succeed for Gadget? Gadget is under a second behind. Will he be able to grab 7th? His opponent in front is not going to make it easy for him. Is that Muller behind? It is Muller behind, but I think the gap up to Gadget from Muller is just a little bit too large at the moment. I think the dirty air between these two skylines is a little bit screwy for Gadget, considering the tires are starting to run off for both gentlemen right now. And if I remember correctly, Pochesvili there, or Paul, is also in VR. I could be wrong. But yeah, Gadget is definitely closing in. 0.4 between them. Gadget just needs to find a clean line. Paul is going to cover the inside. Very dangerous to go past on the 130R, but Gadget manages to do so on the inside. Oh, Gadget's balls are big. He has got some cojones, that's for sure, and he just showed the size of them, that's for sure. And yeah, Gadget managed to slip through. You like that one, Luco? As we see Muller now closing in on Paul and Gadget. But I think it might be too far. Minute and a half remaining. I think it might be too far, but ooh! Paul is struggling with grip, and we have Muller right behind him. Paul might lose another position right now. Will Muller be able to get past with the DRS wing? Muller has way better tires than Gadget and Paul at the moment. I don't think he'll be able to do anything about Gadget, but he might be able to do something about the yellow skyline in front of him. 40 seconds left of round 4. Will Muller be able to make a move in the very last lap? A little bit of dirty air there, messing it up for Muller, but that skyline is so fast down the straight, even without that DRS wing. And Muller's not using the DRS wing, actually. Huh. His race engineer might have to chat him up about that. As we see, oh no! Muller almost loses it out of the chicane, loses the position to Ivan. Oh, good race from Gadget, Pochesvili, Ivan, Muller, Gary. Gary just drove like a bat out of hell in the last few laps. He's had some mistakes in this debut, but he did what he could. Jules there in 12th. We have 13th for KG Racing as he spins. And 14th there for Grim. We have Flappy. He has won his first race of the season. We have Cusker. He will come home in a very strong second place. And his tires have gone. He has Senna right behind him. Will Senna crush him at the line? No. Cusker has it covered, as we have Cusker and Senna in second and third respectively. We have Mickey there in fourth. And Mickey's had a very strong race tonight and managed to stay in front of G-Rabbit. G-Rabbit has lost out a little bit to Mickey in the last few laps. Maybe a little bit of fuel saving has been going on, and he has just calmed it down, just figured out that no reason to push it any further, as we see Mickey there over the line in fourth. We have G-Rabbit there in fifth, and Ivano will come home in sixth. Very good race, but as expected, no rain, unfortunately. Just as you feared, Gary, AstroTurf is your best friend. I would say worst enemy. Oh man, no luck for you tonight, Gary. That's As we see on the charts tonight, we have Flappy in first, we have Cusker in second, Senna third, we have Mickey fourth, we have G-Rabbit there in fifth, we have Ivano in sixth. Very good race from Ivano. 7 for Gadget. We have Pochasvili there for 8th. We have Ivan, it is Ivan, in 9th. We have Muller in 10th. We have Gary in 11th. Jules in 12th. And we have 13th for KG Racing and 14th for AGT Racer Grimlock. So, that is it for round 4. Next week will be another stream, but that will be the DRHHL, the Drivers Room Hypercar Handicap League. That will be a 20-minute race. So come back and join us for that. It's going to be interesting to watch. I might have a special guest commentator with me. I don't know currently, but we'll see once the time comes. Did I save the replay? I did. Okay. So, yeah, that is it. That is it for this one. Well, you learn, Gary. Being a rookie in Adec again is you just have to keep up, try and follow the speed of the others, and you'll get there. Trust me, you'll get there. It's highly competitive in Adec these days, and much more than it is in DRTT. Probably around the same level in Tier 1 of DRSL, I would imagine. But yeah. That is it for that. Yeah. It has been a good race to... This Gary kid looks fast. Oh, yeah, he is fast. Just unlucky tonight, that's for sure. Yeah, that is round 4. Done. And next week it will be, as I said, DRHHL. And that will be a one-off race, probably the last for this year. Because it takes a couple of months to organize that, and it's just a one-off race, just for fun. And then in 2 weeks' time, we will have round 5 at the what is it? Let's check the schedule. Next race will be at Deep Forest Raceway in the Group 4 machinery. So we're going to have Group 4, then Group 3, then Group 4, and then Group 1. for the final races of the season. So Deep Forest Raceway on the 2nd of November. 16th of November, we have Lago Maggiore full course with Group 3s. We have a Nürburgring Sprint on the 30th of November in the Group 4s. And then the Monster Le Mans track with the Group 1s. So yeah, that will be it for that season. The season will finish off at the 7th of December, was it? Yeah, 7th of December. That will be when the season of 2023's Adec will be finished. So yeah, that is it. I have been your commentator tonight. Hey, G Rabbit. Yeah, that has been it for the stream tonight. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the playback, and hope you enjoyed the stream. And catch you again on the flip side. I have been Kamaru, and have a good night.